Hi
The
everyone,
definition
today
of
we're going to be talking about the similes and the metaphor. Let's start off with the similes. The definition of a simile is a figure of speech involving the comparison of one thing with another thing of a different kind, used to make a description more emphatic or vivid. What they mean here is a comparison of two words really unrelated using as or like. It's going to be a sentence with two words that are really unrelated using the letter as or like in your sentence. A little tip to find the simile in your sentence. You're always going to find the word as or like in your sentence. You're going to look if the word as or like. If they're both there, it's a really good start to simile. Then you're going to see, is there two unrelated things? And if you look and there's two unrelated things in your sentence, you know it's a simile. An example here. You were brave as a lion. You're going to see in this sentence, there's brave and lion that are really two unrelated things. You're going to see right there, oh, brave and lion, they're two unrelated. It's really good to try to simile. Then you're going to see the word as. Right there, you just know it is a simile. The word as makes it a simile. Why would you learn a simile? It allows the reader or author to make more expressive and emotional statements in his sentence. What they mean here is it allows the reader, the author, or even the writer to make it more expressive and emotional. It expresses more his feelings and emotional feelings. What is the purpose of the simile? The purpose of the simile is to help describing one thing to another, two things to is unrelated. What they mean here is that you help describing one thing to another thing, two is unrelated. You have one subject to another subject, two is unrelated to a word that just doesn't go with it. Now we're going to be talking about the metaphors. The definition of the metaphor is a figure of speech in which a word or a phrase or sentence is applied to an object or action to which it is not literally applicable. What they mean here, in a little more smaller sentence, is comparing two unrelated words without using as or like. It's like the simile, but here you still have the two unrelated words, but here you don't, in your sentence, you do not have the word like or as. An example here. Henry was a lion on the battlefield. You see here that there's a word lion and battlefield, which are two unrelated subjects. But here, if you look, there's not the word as or like, which you just know here. It's not a simile, so it needs to be a metaphor. And it is right, it's a metaphor. A little tip to find the metaphor in a sentence. You look in the sentence first. Look if there's the comparison of two unlike things. You look if there's two unrelated things. If it's right there, it's a good start to the metaphor. Then you look if the word as or like are there. If they're not there, right there, you just know it's a metaphor. What is the purpose of the metaphor? The purpose is the metaphor is to take and identify or concept that we understand clearly. You just take two unrelated things and you identify it to make it really clear for the reader, the writer, everything. You understand it clearly. Why would you want to learn the metaphor? The metaphor can be used to improve communication with your reader, with everyone. It can impact or can help you explain a difficult concept by associating with one familiar one. It can help you really explain something really difficult in your sentence to make it more easy with something familiar.